today was like one of the worst hair experiences I ever had. I'm crying because I'm upset. I'm upset and I'm angry because
August was supposed to be the end of going to African braid shops. It's supposed to be done with. But I don't think this young lady listened. It was supposed to be done with the African shops. They don't like us. They don't respect us. They overcharging us. They not doing our hair correctly. Back in the day, they used to do the hair correctly. Now these new Africans, they just saying for the hell with y'all. The hell with your parts and everything. Like, we not gonna do them right. And then we dare y'all to throw hands if you don't like it. Cause we Africans, we don't like you Americans. You don't tip good. You don't tip well. You don't tip at all. That's what they saying. And they taking it out on y'all. They taking it out and they acting a fool.
And what? I've been talking to you for 9 years. And what? What you mean, and what? That's not how you're supposed to operate. You asked me for a discount. I didn't ask you for a discount. And now you want more? And now you want more? Because you don't sit there. You could have leave. You could say like you can have stayed that long. She was here before you. Like everybody. She just did me. And now you want more? And I said I have to be loyal. I said that. For everybody. You're just the only one. Since you're sitting here, you just ask me to talk like you know what? Let's go talk like adults. I don't have time to talk. Okay, well, I don't know what to say to you. I'm trying to handle it right. I said I don't have no problem with taking her ice in. Girl, I'm not asking you to take her. I'm not a girl. You took her hair. But now you're asking more and more and more. I never asked. And I already gave you a discount because you've been asking that. I brought my own hair. That's not my fault. You can sit here for that hours. I don't have no problem in the situation.
So two African braiders get into it and they about to throw hands. Well, they did throw hands. And the lady is basically asking, man, for the inconvenience, ma'am, can you please refund me or can you please give me a discount on my, because you didn't do my hair right and y'all in here fighting over the braids. This is very unprofessional. And the African is like, no, I'm not giving you nothing. I'm African. I take every percentage, 100% of percentage, and that's just unprofessional. But you know what? This young lady can explain it way better than me.
So I was at Mary's African Hair Braiding on Kelly between 8 Mile and 7 Mile. I've been going to the same lady for about 10 years. I'm sorry, 9 years. So she recently opened up a larger shop to where it's like maybe 20 braiders, but the customer service was very poor. The shop opens at 8 o'clock. I was there at 7:30 out there in the line. They let us in at 8. The braiders didn't start showing up until 9 o'clock. By this time, it's about 20 of us seated. So only 2 or 3 braiders showed up. And then about another 20-30 minutes, another one braider came in and they just started coming in periodically all the way up until 11:30, almost 12 o'clock. So they had a list. I was on the list. For some reason, I got skipped over and I said something about it. But there was a lady about to get her hair done by the lady I was supposed to get my hair done by, because I was ahead of this lady by a whole hour. So I said something to the lady and she told the lady, go ahead, sit down, don't worry about her, as if I didn't mean anything. So I brought it to the other lady's attention and she was like, no, you sit here, you get your hair done. I was like, you know, at this point, I just feel like she does not want to do my hair. So I am just going to wait until the next person. So it took about another hour. So at this time, it's about 10:30. I finally get a lady that's doing my hair. For some reason, I don't know, she couldn't get my part right or what was the issue. I just know that another lady came over. They started arguing over my head and the lady slapped her while she was in my head. Okay? So I got up, I moved, okay? And they started fighting in the middle of the shop, which is, it was crazy. Just poor, very poor customer service. So it took about 30 minutes to get everything calmed down. So I finally get back in the chair with the same lady that got smacked, okay? So I noticed like about, 6 or 7 braids in, she wasn't using any product on my hair, and my hair felt real dry. So I'm like, okay, I don't think my parts are going to be, how I want them. So I asked to go to the bathroom. All the girls know when you don't know how your hair is looking, or you skeptical, you go to the bathroom and check your hair out. So I went to the bathroom and I took a couple pictures of my hair. It looked like my braids, it looked like my 5-year-old daughter did my braids in the back. My parts were not crisp at all. There was no product on my hair. Some of the braids were intertwining with each other. So I'm like, okay. I walked out the bathroom and there was a customer out there. So I asked her, I was like, what do you think about, my parts of my head? She was like, oh no. She was like, no. So what she told me was, she was like, you want to know what? She's like, I'm back up here today because they played in my mother's hair yesterday and her parts were terrible. I'm like, okay. So I was like, let me go talk to the manager, because like I said, I have been going to this lady for 9 years.
So this young lady been going to this African braider for 9 years. And I'm guessing she did a good job for 9 years. But you never know when the Africans gonna turn against you. Cause they have a bad day and then they say, you know what? You're not getting no discount. You don't give me a tip in 9 years. So I'm not gonna do your hair right. So she ain't poured her hair right. She wasn't greasing it right. If the braids wasn't hitting right. And she been going to her for 9 years. So she probably trusted her. But the Africans, they'll turn against you. Once they realize you ain't gonna never tip, they'll turn against you.
I bring her to the back and I'm like, Mary, I'm like, can you just take a look at my hair? What do you think of my hair? She immediately start going off like, no, I'm tired of this lady. She give me a lot of problems, blah, blah, blah. She's fired. I fire her today. So I was like, okay. And she immediately just ran back out to, where all the people were. Cause like I said, we were in the back. And I guess she fired the lady, and the lady went over and smacked the girl, I guess, that smacked her. So now it's another brawl. This is brawl number 2, okay? Mind you, I got a couple braids in the back, so now I have to find another person to braid my hair. At this point, it's like 11 something. I can't really remember time. I just know it was around like 11 something. I had been there since 7:30, mind you. Sat down at 8 o'clock. So this is 11:30. I want to say between 11 and 11:30. I'm so mind boggled. I really, so she finally found somebody to do my hair. So I had to wait to get my hair taken down. I did get the full service. The lady that did do my hair, she's done my hair before and she was really, really sweet. I've never had no issue with her. And even, in the midst of everything that was going on, she was really sweet to me. So I have no issue with her. It's Mary that I have the issue with. I guess the lady, she owns the place. So when it came time to pay, I asked Mary, I said, what time is it? It's 6:15. I just left about 15 minutes ago. So I've been there from 7:30 in the morning. I'm gonna just say 8 because that's when we walked into the shop. I've been there since 8 this morning till 6 o'clock. I haven't had nothing to eat, nothing to drink. I'm tired. You could look at my eyes and tell. So I was like, Mary, can we go in the back and talk? Cause I want to, kind of discuss the price. I'm like, it was a lot going on today. And I'm like, it took way longer than expected. Like I've been here for a whole shift plus some. So she just went out like how she went off earlier when I, talked to her about the braids in the back. She just went off on me like, you gonna pay me my money, da 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 da. Start going off on me. I'm like, you know what, Mary? I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna pay you your money, but you want to know what? I'm never coming back. And I'm like, you don't even realize how many customers you lost just based off of the things that happened today.
So the African braider was just fed up. I guess the lady Mary, she's like the head of the beauty shop, and she's just fed up with the other African. She's just doing a bad job, and she just got fed up and said, I'm just gonna swing off on you, cause I'm tired of you messing up these people. You making me look bad. I told you let me do the hair before she even got here. I told you let me do it. Now you not braiding right. You messing. Now she trying to get a discount, and I can't have that. She like, I can't have that. Now she asking for a discount. Now you're messing up my money. Now you're messing up my dividends. And so this lady's like, man, I need a discount. Y'all in there fighting. Y'all not doing my hair right. My kids at home. I gotta get home. I gotta stop by McDonald's, get them a Happy Meal, cause they complaining. And y'all in here messing up my hair. I've been in here 9 hours. Y'all not braiding fast. So I'm gonna want a refund. I'm gonna want a refund. I'm gonna want a big discount. And you know what happens when you ask for a refund or a discount? Check this out.
In the meantime, I did talk to Mary. And I'm gonna just say that the conversation went sort of like the altercation that happened in the shop. She still was yelling, calling me girl, little girl, and all this stuff, and just telling me basically I was wrong. And I told her I'm not going to apologize by any means necessary, because again, I was not wrong. I was the victim in that situation. I did record her conversation with myself, but I'm not going to post that. But she invited me to be on a talk show with her, and I declined because I just don't want any dealings with her.
You know how disrespectful it is for you to ask for a discount on y'all getting in the altercation, not doing my hair right, and you gonna ask me if I want to be on a TV show? Yeah, I want to be on a TV show, and we gonna turn into Jerry Springer. We gonna turn into Love and Hip Hop. I'm talking about when they really was fighting. We gonna turn into Basketball Wives when they really was throwing down and throwing drinks. Yeah, I'm gonna meet up with y'all, right? Yeah, it's gonna be a different altercation. It ain't gonna be the type of TV show or podcast you thinking about. How dare you? And that goes on a lot with Africans and African braid shops, particularly African braid shops. Cause they, you know what? I'm not gonna give you no discount. I don't care how bad the hair is. I don't care how bad your hair look. I don't care how bad that we're here fighting and it's unprofessional. I'm not giving you nothing back, cause I need 100% of the money, and that's a shame. Africans can be so cheap, so selfish, and I don't know why these American women keep going to them. You gotta stop it. One day y'all gonna have to catch on. Whether it's 2025 or 2026, you have to stop going. Cause look how unprofessional that was. And then you got an attitude with me like I'm the one in here fighting. No, what I need you to do is give me my money back and get your act together, and please get it together quickly. This has been another episode of the Terrell Williams TV.